We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Billboard staff ranks the top 10 hottest female rappers right now, and Cardi B is at number 1. Pissy Face Carisha is at number 2. Sexy Red is at number 3. Oh my goodness. Mona Leo's at number 4. Doechii at number 5. Scratch Off at number 6. YK Nice, Molly Santana, and Megan Thee Stallion is last at number 10. Wow. Where's Doja Cat? Okay, isn't she currently on tour? Didn't she put out an album last year? You know, people are saying, oh, why Nicki Minaj is not on the list? Well, Nicki hasn't really released music. That's why she's not on the list. Okay, obviously, they're doing it by what's currently popular. Cardi B released an album last year. I believe Doja Cat released an album last year. Scratch Off released an album this year. I don't even know why Megan Thee Stallion's on the list. She hasn't released anything. But it's clear as day that, unfortunately, Nicki Minaj has taken the longest hiatus amongst the female rappers. So a lot of people are saying that Billboard is crowning Cardi B as the queen of rap right now since she's number 1. So let me know if y'all agree with that. In my opinion, I don't think Cardi B deserves to be number 1 because she hasn't had a hit record. What was her hit? Magnet and Ugly and Petty were not hit records. They were not as big as the Pissy Face Carisha song Spend That. Definitely not. So I don't understand why she's number 1. The tour, I wasn't impressed with that. She broke even. She put 35 million in. She only made 35 million, or she only made 70. So she really didn't, recoup much after she had to pay everybody from the tour. And I don't feel like people really care about her tour like that. And there's a few people that shouldn't even be on the list. I'm like, how you putting certain people on the list, but you won't put Glorilla on the list? There's a few people on here that don't even chart that are on the list. Molly Santana, no shade to her, but she only got on the list because she was on the Drake song. Ain't nobody really talking about Molly Santana like that. And if you are, how come she not charting? Young Miami charting higher than her, and she has no talent. Molly Santana don't got much talent either. But I'm saying, like, some of these people got cosigns, but they haven't really been charting. Like, no shade, Doechii hasn't charted. What are we talking about? I mean, the Gaga collaboration flopped. I mean, I know it was on Billboard for 1 week, but it flopped. Why is Doechii on here? No shade. There's a few flops. Scratch Off album did 34,000. First week. Like, really? But we not gonna put Nicki on it? Like, okay. It just seemed like it's a lot of biasness and, propping up the female rappers that went up against a certain big rapper to cause controversy, because some of these rappers are flopping. Like Sexy Red, really? She hasn't been popping all year. What has she done? Nothing. Now, moving on from that, they're saying that Zendaya is eating up Rihanna when it comes to the red carpet looks. Not streetwear, but red carpet looks. Now, I already talked briefly about this on my podcast. A lot of people are saying that Zendaya is not a fashion icon because she has luxury law. But Rihanna has Mel, and the black guy that also styles her. She's had multiple different stylists throughout the years. And to me, Zendaya's eaten all her looks. Rihanna only eats up a look here and there. And it's not like Rihanna be working. Let's be very clear. Rihanna doesn't do anything other than follow ASAP the colorist around town and eat bonbons all day. Okay, yes, she has 3 children. She also has nannies. Not allegedly. She has a nanny. So I don't want to hear that, oh, she's a mother and she's focused on Fenty. What does that got to do with her fashion sense falling? Like, that makes no sense. If anything, since you have a fashion brand, Savage X Fenty, You got Fenty Beauty. You would think the looks would be on another level, but they're not. Okay. And I'll be honest with you, Fenty Beauty, not even the best beauty brand. Okay. Well, all the hype it has. So to me, it comes off like Rihanna just lazy. You know, she was lazy on stage. She wasn't singing that great. She's lazy when it comes to the looks and the fashion. She's lazy when it comes to her vocals. It's just laziness all around. She only put in work when she in bed with ASAP the colorist. That's the only time she put in work. Anything else is a job. Now, Chris Blake is still going after Stefan Diddy. He said you can even be bisexual or gay, whatever you want to be in life, as I champion you to live in your truth. Then he said, that said, when I continually decline your advances and attempts to get me to party with you, your ego couldn't handle no and resorted to violence to protect what you seem to be afraid to admit. So basically, Chris Blake, who was beaten up by Stefan Diddy's brother and allegedly cousin for turning down Stefan Diddy's sexual advances, is basically trying to say that Stefan Diddy like men, which is obvious. I don't call him Stefan Diddy for nothing. He also posted Stefan Diddy's text messages with a broken heart. He said, like, don't trust these niggas. They out you. You can't say too much around them. You can't do too much around them. Be the one, no cap, laughing emojis, LMFAO. Chris Blake responded and said, love you for that, champ. Okay? Now, in my opinion, I understand that Chris Blake is trying to respond to Cardi B and the people that have been calling him a liar. But I feel like when you got a trial coming up and you're in the middle of a lawsuit, you probably don't want to showcase text messages on Instagram when you're supposed to allow that in court. Now, I know you sent over 100 different text messages in court, but I feel like you need to let the courts decide this and not try to get public opinion, because posting on social media can ruin your case. You know what I'm saying? I understand you're upset that Cardi B went on social media and, you know, try to sway the public. We know she ratchet and loud, and she's always going to stick up for her DL boyfriends. But at the end of the day, you do have a pending case, and it's not smart. And any lawyer will tell you not to post nothing on social media. Any good lawyer would. I don't know who his lawyer is, but his lawyer is not telling him to do the right thing. Any good lawyer would tell you when you have an open case not to post about the case on social media. That's like rule number 1. Okay, so Chris, don't ruin your case by clout chasing. Now, Walmart Beyonce calls out Justine Skye. Justine Skye was mocking her video of her sucking on the lollipop. Allegedly, they do have some beef, even though Kläy, you know, let it slide in the comments. In the comments, she just let it slide. But then she threw some shade. Kläy posted and said, when everybody got your name in their mouth, given main attraction, which is a new single that she's promoting. But allegedly, that is a shot at Justine Skye. Now, in my opinion, okay, you know, I think Kläy's a little scary, because why didn't you say anything in the comments? But allegedly, Justine Skye feels some type of way about Kläy working with Timberland, because I think Justine Skye did a project with Timberland, or did a few songs with Timberland in the past. So that's allegedly what is causing the beef. Here's my thing with Justine Skye and Kläy. One, Justine, you don't own an icon or legend. You know, Timberland is a legend in the game. He can work with anybody. He's worked with Tink, Beyonce, Pharrell, Justin Timberlake. You don't own him. Okay. The only person that owned him for a little bit and told him not to work with other artists was Aaliyah, RIP. And, you know, Timberland spoke about that publicly, where he couldn't really work with other female artists like that until she passed away. So you need to stop acting like you own Timberland. That's one. Two, her throwing shots or shade was corny because that video is old. It's not recent. But I think Kläy's a little bit scary because you didn't even check her. The rumors with Megan Thee Stallion and Kläy are continuing. Allegedly, Megan and Kläy have been back together since June, golfing in Cabo and shit. But the hotties want to jump stupid yesterday, okay? And I believe it was Media Takeout reported that they were together, okay? Or got back together. Now, a lot of the fans are not happy about this, considering that Megan did expose Kläy for cheating on her, okay? But it seems like multiple people are running with this alleged rumor. Now, in my opinion, I don't really believe that Kläy and Megan are back together. I think they probably sleeping. They might have went back sleeping together. Cardi B did that, went off the cheat. And then, she still got with Stefan Diddy and proceeded with the divorce. But with Megan Thee Stallion, I remember when, what was that? The Tory Craig guy cheated on her. That was public. And she still was fucking him and seeing him, months after it. And then eventually they broke up as well, officially. So she might went back to smash. I don't know why, but she might have went back to smash. But I don't think that they're fully back together. And I'll be honest with you. I don't think Kläy wants to be back together with Megan Thee Stallion. I think he wants to continue to sleep with Megan Thee Stallion. And if you look at the history of a lot of these female rappers, a lot of times they will go back to a man that has dogged them out. We've seen it happen with, no shade, Megan, Cardi, Pissy Face Carisha. Remember, Diddy had that child on Carisha, the young girl he got with the Asian girl. I forgot, he got a lot of Asian hoes, but he had a child with an Asian woman while he was dating Carisha. A lot of these girls like getting dogged out. Maybe it's for music inspiration. Not everybody wants to be a boss bitch, even though they say that they are in their music. So maybe she's trying to find, a musical inspiration for Act 3, make her own Lemonade. They said that, her next album is going to be Lemonade-esque, a rap version of Lemonade, like Beyonce. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I think Megan would be dumb to go back to sleeping with Kläy Thompson. But I wouldn't be shocked that she is, because I remember even after Tory Craig got exposed for cheating, she still was fucking him afterwards. Okay. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, it looks like Chris Brown is sending a warning to C Breezy. He said, I see a lot of the fans collectively telling Team Breezy to wear red bandanas to the concert. Would highly advise y'all not to do that. Just get brown bandanas so y'all won't run into any problems. I don't want people to get the wrong impression and promote the wrong thing. I'm Brisk Breezy, but we promoting positivity on this tour. Thank you and love y'all. Let me know if y'all going to the C Breezy and Usher tour, wear your red bandanas. I sure am. I feel like, red bandanas, blue bandanas, black bandanas, like in this day and age, that doesn't mean you're gang affiliated. Okay? You just can't wear it in certain areas. Like, I wouldn't wear a red bandana in California, right? But you could wear that in New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could wear that in New Jersey. You just can't wear that in California over there. You know what I'm saying? Where the Crips are. But you can wear a red bandana. I think C Breezy is being a little bit dramatic. You just can't wear it in certain areas. And here's my thing. No shade. Being a Crip in blood is corny. Even if you're a celebrity. No shade. Like, that's so corny. Being in a gang at 37, 38 is not giving what it's supposed to give. I'm sorry. There's no point of being in a gang. There's no point. Half these rappers are snitches. Half of these industry people are snitches. I mean, Camel Face got a snitch as a CEO of Rock Nation. Like, there's no point of being in a gang. Y'all be snitching. Stop. Y'all not tough. I want y'all to stop pretending, including you, Chris Brown. I know you like to beat up people, but you not tough either. What I mean by tough, you haven't shot nobody. You haven't ran up on nobody. Okay, you ran up on women, but you haven't ran up on no men. You know, no shade. Quavo was talking to you crazy. I know you told him to come to the crib. You gave him his address. But y'all didn't still fade. Y'all didn't never faded. And y'all had several years of beef. So you not that tough either. You tough with women, but not with men. So the point of the matter is, I'm tired of these celebrities talking about Crips, blood, this and that. Y'all not tough. Half of y'all are snitching. Boozy snitched on himself the other day. Okay? For getting an illegal pardon. Stop. Y'all not tough. I'm coming to the tour with a red bandana. I dare somebody to check me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going with a red bandana. I might pop out to the tour. We might pop out mostly to see Usher. But I don't know if I'm gonna wear a red bandana. It's really not my style. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon on Taylor, Benny Blanco, Selena, Justine and Haley, Tay Keith, Diddy. On Patreon, link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.